Hey guys, welcome back to King's Quest Chapter 4. We have made it to Avalon. And King Graham is going to take all the luggage by himself. There is only one path to take. This chapter is very linear, just like Chapter 3.
Oh, wait up, kids! Don't you want to hear about the Wetzel wolf that attacked us here? Whew. Your mother and I shared our first kiss just up ahead!
Is the resort under new management?
Well, it did need a facelift. Those inverted water slides were a huge liability.
Are you sure we're in the right place?
Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, come on, kids. It's an adventure. I'll check us in.
Okay, so to get into the hotel, we're going to have to talk to this ice statue here on the right.
Checking in for the Graham family. We should have the royal suite. Thanks, kindly. Is that our room up there with the balcony? Oh, how rude of me. Here you go. Yep, she totally remembers me.
Which way now?
Right this way.
I hope the beds here aren't made of piles of itchy straw and rusty nails.
No, of course not. Only the best for my boy.
Should we ask the guard for directions?
Oh, honey, please, I know where we're going.
Do we have separate rooms? I don't know if I can handle your snoring.
Oh, please, if I snored, I would hear it.
What just happened?
It's a trap! I knew it!
Trapped? Not possible. Don't you get it? This must be one of those new mystery-themed resorts. Oh, how exciting. I believe they called this an escape room. I've always wanted to try one. Everyone, search for clues.
Okay, so everyone's busy having a look at the clues here. We're going to head off to the right.
The sign read, "Pull the switch," but my puzzling instincts knew better. It was a textbook case of reverse psychology. A trap, for certain.
Oh hey, the sign says pull the switch. Don't mind if I do.
Time accelerator activated. Your time to escape has now been cut in half.
Everyone's cool with challenge mode, right?
7, 6, come on, we can do this! 3, 2, ah!
Do puzzles usually try to kill you?
Oh, it's all part of the fun. Impressive design! Wherever you are!
Oh, no need to yell, gentlemen. These puzzles are meant to exercise your brain, not your lungs.
What is that thing?
Apologies. I didn't mean to startle you, Mr. Alexander. Is that right?
Yeah, or caduceus. You know, your choice.
What shall we call you?
Me. People call me many things, Mr. Majesty, but a simple Sphinx will do. Now, let me be the first to welcome you to the Ice Palace. I will be your host for this evening's festivities.
Oh, thank goodness. Are you responsible for the amenities here? We were supposed to be given souvenir rubber duckies on check-in, and I don't want to make this a big deal, but no ducks were given.
I'll have some waiting with your wife and daughter.
Do you know where they went? This is supposed to be an adventure for the whole family, and I can't really relax unless everyone is together.
Oh, the other half of your family has been escorted to the top of that tall, twisty fortress. They will remain there safely until you... Correction? If you reach the center of the labyrinth.
Oh, there must be some mistake. I booked the summer sizzling savings package for 4, I believe.
Of course, Mr. Majesty, I'll let the front desk know right away until I can straighten that out. Might I suggest continuing toward the center? There are some glorious puzzles up ahead.
Well, I guess 1 or 2 couldn't hurt. Sound good, Alexander?
Do I have a choice?
Right this way, gentlemen. Step lively. This puzzle is a bit tricky, but I know you two can do it.
All right, son. This should be fun. Now, you should know that I believe in the 4 E's of puzzle solving. Experimenting, educated guessing, execution, and enlightenment.
Can we just throw some things at the wall and, I don't know, see what sticks?
Oh, no. Alexander, our family does not take part in trial and error. Now sit back, watch, and learn.
Okay, so this is the first puzzle of the labyrinth, and this one's actually pretty easy. You just need to make sure that you start from the beginning, which is actually all the way back here, and we just need to light up the path as we go and make it all the way to the door. If we don't do that and try to open the door, then Graham is going to become frozen, to become one of the frozen statues, and we definitely don't want that. So just follow the path along, all the way to the door. And we'll have a few of these. They do get a bit trickier as we go along.
Got it. Let's get out of here. I wish the Labyrinth gave out trophies.
What is it with your generation and always wanting rewards? You don't need a reward for everything you do.
Incredible! You've solved the easiest puzzle. Up for one more?
You want this one?
I am perfectly happy learning from the best.
I don't want to hog all the fun, but I will.
Okay, so the same deal here. The snow has covered up some of the path, so you kind of need to remember which way to go, and hopefully I do remember which way to go. It's down here. Then I think we're actually heading across like this.
We got it! Celebration dance! Come on, Alexander! You're not too old to dance with your father, are you?
I'm feeling it. I'm dancing on the inside.
Ta-ta-ta! Cha-cha-cha-cha! 1, 2... Another time. You'll get it.
Alexander just needed a slight push to get into the puzzles. I thought he needed to train up for all the perplexing puzzles he would face as king.
Why don't you give this one a shot?
Puzzles aren't really my thing, but I'll give it a shot.
You'll get the hang of it. You come from a long line of puzzlers.
Here goes.
Ah! Keep trying. You're doing so well.
Yow! Swords!
Oh, you're thinking too hard. Here, let me show you.
You go for it.
Okay, this time we can't see the path at all, but we will be given directions because the stones will lift up and pretty much showing us the way to go.
Wow, it's so glorious to see two of Daventry's greats in action. This next room requires strong team communication. I'm sure you'll sail through it.
All right, we are doing this one together. Just relax and get in your puzzle zone.
Sure thing, Pops.
I like that all of the puzzles are actually different.
Perhaps I was approaching this all wrong. I probably wasn't being clear. So, I tried a new method of teaching.
Alexander, can you give me a hand?
All right.
Okay, so we need to bring these 2 blocks over here. We're going to do it first by moving...
Alexander, over there.
Well, we'll get Alexander to move them. Let's move this one up here. And then we can bring these 2 across.
Right this way. Looking good.
I'm glad I'm being useful.
Isn't this fun?
Boatloads. What should I move next?
Okay, so for the second part of this puzzle, we need to move the plain blocks back
You're
again.
doing so great. It's like you were born for this.
Oh, trust me. I'm good at following orders.
What was that?
I said, always seek adventure.
Oh, we're so alike.
And we're going to bring this one up into this little nook here and basically just repeat the same process for this second block. And we're good to go. So let's head off into the next room.
Very well done. It's like you've been doing this forever.
All right, so my new method of teaching was shouting directions loudly and repeatedly, but I think he was learning. This puzzle was a bit different. Ice on the floor made the blocks slide all the way across.
Alexander, if you would.
Giving orders comes pretty natural to a king, huh?
Let's focus on the puzzles, boys. You will only make it through this together.
Okay, so another puzzle here. This time the blocks slide all the way across. There's probably a few ways to do this.
I know, I got it.
I can't believe how different I am from Dad.
It will terrorize you how untrue that statement will become.
I do tend to just play around
Move
with
along,
them.
Caduceus.
It's Caduceus, the Magnificent.
I tend to just play around with the blocks until we can actually get them through there. Let's have a quick look at this. See if we can actually get this working. And that should do it.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back momentarily.
Run! Follow me, Padre! Now this is more like it! Let's go right! Are you having fun? I know I am! How about out left! Keep up, old man! Right!
I can't imagine Dad loving danger. He's so overprotective.
Can you blame him for wanting to hold his child close after what we've been through?
Wetzel wolves. Intriguing.
Oh, I've got this one.
What's your strategy? Remember the 4 E's of puzzle solving, experimenting, educating...
I got something else cooked up.
Oh?
I still have a few pieces left.
Are those cat cookies?
It sure is.
The ones you fed to Manannan?
The very same.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Now it's time for you to watch and learn. Wasn't that awesome?
Yes, and I appreciate the skill it took to bake that recipe.
It took a lot more than skill.
I've just never been one to subvert the rules like that. Manny tried to cheat his way, and mine, into the knighthood. And, well, I just hope that didn't rub off on you.
Well, sorry. I guess I just wasted that piece.
No worries. There are plenty of other puzzles for us to solve.
I started to realize that Manannan's teachings had stuck with my son. No matter, I would find a way to scrub those out. A target was strategically placed across a chasm. This seemed like the opportunity to give Alexander my perfect gift.
Looks like this is the time.
Time for what?
I have a gift for you. It's been a long time coming.
Really?
Let me see here. Ah, yes, here we go. Your very own bow. Now we can finally be the dueling archers we were meant to be.
Oh, a bow. Thanks. You shouldn't have.
Give it a try.
Like, this? No.
Wait, hold on. Let me make one minor correction. There.
Tell me when.
Visualize the target coming to you. Oh, you were close.
Well, the gift is stunning. I'll keep practicing. Oh, hey, I have another idea.
You do?
Yeah, it's a bit of magic I learned from the sorcery of old.
Manny's magic book?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite easy. First you get fired up, and then you snap.
I'm not a fan of that sound.
But isn't it cool?
I don't know about that dark magic, son. It can be very dangerous. I've seen firsthand what it can do.
Don't worry about it. I can handle it. Magic is all about who wields it. Do you want me to teach you?
I think it's best if we move along. Your mother and sister are waiting.
Come on, it's easy. Just tap into your inner emotions and snap.
Sounds easy for a teenager.
Well, I've been learning all day from you. Can you just try for me? Come on, Dad. You gotta get more fired up.
There. Nothing, see? Now can we refrain from snapping for the rest of this trip? Sound echoes in here. This old man can't take it.
I just wanted to chime in and say that magical solutions are perfectly valid in this labyrinth.
Well, that's not how we do things in Daventry.
All right.
I was starting to detect a little bit of a bad attitude in Alexander. How was I supposed to guide his arrow through life if he never took a shot?
I love it when Dad does magic. Why couldn't you just let him be?
For 18 years, Gwendolyn, I painted an image in my head of who my son would be. I was learning quickly, however, that my imaginary portrait was a bit off model.
Alright, I guess I'll head down there. You shoot the switches with your arrows. So primitive.
If I could just snap my fingers and make you gentlemen magically get along, I would. Sadly, I lack the opposable thumbs to perform such a feat.
Where should I start?
Okay, so we need to get Alexander to pull all of the levers on the bridges between here. So there are a number of switches that we can use to lift up the platforms. Let's start with this one. And we'll get him to go over to here.
Over there.
Where to, oh non-magical one?
Pull that.
Just so you know, I still need to practice magic for my act. It's Caduceus the Magnificent's big finish.
Now we were working together. The dueling archers. Well, the monologuing archer and Caduceus, the switch puller. I think we were getting this. With a bit more training, Alexander would make him a great king for Daventry.
Well, I guess we should get this snow on the road.
Oh, I'm not really into punning.
I see. Well, I was just playing around. No need for the cold shoulder. Or a meltdown?
Please stop.
Oh, come now, Alexander. Everyone in Daventry loves puns. Give it a shot.
Fine. What do you call family of koala bears in the Arctic?
Bipolar bears.
You call them lost. Really, really lost.
That's more of a punchline than a pun. Alrighty, Alexander. Let's get to work on solving this.
Or perhaps we could just, I don't know, blast a hole in the ice over there?
What? Alexander, we are not in a race. The goal is not just to forge a shortcut to the end. This room has been carefully crafted with conundrums to expand our minds and foster our creativity.
With a sliding tile puzzle? I'll be waiting over there. Are you sure you don't want me to melt that ice? This puzzle could be a lot simpler. Move that long piece over here. Let me melt that ice.
Okay, so we are going to make this puzzle a little bit easier. I'm just going to move these long pieces out of the way, and we're going to bring in this piece down here so that Alexander can get across and melt this ice crystal here, which will give us more room to move the puzzle pieces around.
Watch your head!
Alexander, I thought we agreed not to use that magic in here.
Well, I didn't see another way.
You're not following the 4 E's.
Dad, I'm 18. You don't need to talk down to me.
Okay, so that should make life a little bit easier here.
Have you shared this story with Mom?
Queen Casimir used to have quite the wild side as well. Perhaps it would be easier to be his friend. This parenting stuff has its limits.
I'm not sure how the story is supposed to help me with Gart.
Stay with me, sweetheart. Sometimes it has to get worse before it can get better.
I need a break. I'm gonna go wait over there and think about what I'm gonna write in my journal later.
What in the caduceus grace is journaling?
Oh, like the shining stars. I'm not Gwendolyn Caduceus Jr.
Okay, so we've been going for about half an hour now. I'm going to leave the episode here and continue with these labyrinth puzzles because there are a few more that we do need to do before we get out of this labyrinth. So make sure you stay tuned for the next video. See you all again soon.